I think that this is going to be a running theme for the first season, but that wig atop her head.
That was a new wig, too.
That wig atop her head.
Yeah.
I mean, we're going to have to keep talking about it because
it's going to get better, though, because
better.
it's going to turn into just bangs.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And America's hair. We just did bangs for her.
That's right. It gets better.
We didn't have any money, dude.
That's
no.
right.
I mean, listen, I can't. But every time, since we have been talking about it the last 2 episodes, now I'm like on the lookout for what wig it was and like what the wig looks like.
You can't even. You
guys don't even know how I obsessed sitting behind that camera with the director
I can imagine.
And looked at those bangs and fixed that hair and fixed those bangs between every take. I mean, I was obsessed.
It was giving synthetic.
I can't not see it now. You know what I mean? I can't not be on the lookout for what the unit is giving.
Yeah.
The unit.
The unit.
I will have to say, I thought it was very cute with Walter and Betty. It was very sweet. And I liked that Betty had her moment of like, you know what? No. And he's like, I paid full price. Again, but I think it's attention to detail. Those little details of like, this is the world we're living in, right? Where it's like, we're not the rich cats, right? We are like that to Walter is like, no, this is a big thing.
It's a very big very grand gesture.
Yes, I love that sort of juxtaposition between the two worlds. I will say we go back to the club. We have our Bradford Daniel super like daddy tension, which is a running theme.
Yep.
Throughout the show, which I completely
approval from the father.
About. Yeah, like daddy approval. I totally forgot about that. But from every aspect.
Yeah.
Like that
Wilhelmina,
plays,
Daniel, you, Betty.
Yeah, that plays throughout the whole thing. But also Bradford said something that I was like, wow, that's when Daniel was talking to the model and Bradford comes up and he's like, be careful. I think she's only 12. I was like,
12.
Not 12.
Not 12, girl.
Not 12.
That's a little bit.
I mean,
we wouldn't be using that line.
I was going to say.
A little sideways.
Yeah. Also, that we would never play
Isn't that
today.
Funny.
We could
that
never
triggered
do that
me
joke.
too.
It totally
We
did.
could, yeah.
Back
well,
then,
we're literally
living
through it in the moment.
We're living through it. I mean, and then, well, another thing that we're also living through right now is we go back to the Suarez house and Betty's talking to Ignacio about the HMO.
Yeah.
And healthcare and him saying that he's running out of his medication and is trying to make it last. And I mean, that's also extremely topical, which we saw in the pilot.
Yep.
Right? When she's on the phone with the
and we'll stay there.
Insurance.
We stay there.
Yeah, we do. And I think it's really great. It's, again, the way that you guys did it, you guys, like, just the way that this show handled it. It wasn't a finger wag. It wasn't a bummer. It wasn't a, like, woe is me thing. It was a fact. It was a reality that everybody is living with, and it just was dealt with as such. It wasn't, this sort of like, as God is my witness. It was like, this is what we're dealing with on an everyday basis, and you move on and you keep it moving.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But before we go on to that scene, because you had a moment when you come in and you're like, she comes in from the club. She didn't get in. Obviously, she's obsessed. And you're like, how was the club? Wait, but your first thing was like, sow. Sow. I think you still do that.
I do.
That's so Long Island, by the way.
It's so Philly.
It's so
Philly.
Sow.
Tell me everything. And she's like super annoyed. I come in.
Your favorite heart chain belt.
That heart chain belt. I mean, I wore that too.
I love that heart. I love that heart.
But what I loved most about this scene is that you sit down. Betty is eating ice cream and cake. Justin leaves. You sit down. You didn't get in, did you?
I knew that. I know you were going to get in. I knew it.
And just kind of calling her out, but not to
harsh.
embarrass her.
That's right. Just in the way, I think, Hilda, it's a very cool, very real sister relationship. It's like, you can bullshit everybody, but you can't bullshit me.
Yeah.
And I think we have that we had that from jump. But I do want to give a little shout out to you. Gave one look before you leave. You're like, you gave your little, what'd you say? Like,
the puff pieces.
Pieces and blah, blah, blah. But then you stood there and you like looked up and down. You were like, period. Basically what you said was period. And then
period. Dot.
period top and walked out.
You gotta look it to be it. That's the Herbalux way.
I mean, did we not say that line for literally years?
I cannot.
You gotta look it to be it. That's the Herbalux way.
I've only but seen this episode this morning.
That's right.
But I just recall that line be America, and you and I would say that all the time for years, like for like even like we would be like in season 4. You gotta look at to be it. That's the Herbalux way.
I do want to take note that we always ate. Like, and I don't mean ate like slay. I mean like actually ate the food.
By the way, where did that come from?
What?
She ate.
She ate.
She ate. She's eating it up.
That's a
left no crumbs.
Not.
Okay, Xerox.
Wait.
Okay. Now wait a minute, Xerox.
Winner.
Okay, Xerox.
Okay.